How do you know a number is a number when you're always solving for x? Why? Zebra. There's no such thing as a number any more than we use lumber to build our homes with sticks. You see what I'm saying? Because if you have the number 5 and then you do like this, do you still have 5 or do you have this made up number 0? I've been thinking about coming up with, but no one is picking up my work. I wanted to put it in a journal or something like that. And I wanted to come up with Newton's 4th law. But everyone is like, oh, Newton's dead. You can't come up with Newton's 4th law, blah, blah. Let's say that you take the number 2 and 4. And when you put those numbers together, now here's the thing, you're going to get 6. And what is 6? 6 is like June, right? June is half of 12. So you're halfway through the year. And so when you think about it, 6 is really halfway through infinity, right? And so the way that we're looking at these numbers right over here on the screen, the way that we're looking at these numbers, we've been taught the incorrect way to do this. And so you really got to start thinking about, like, does any of what we were taught in kindergarten, does any of that make sense? Because if Johnny has 1 red apple and Susie has 1 red apple, is that 2 apples? Or is it 1 apples? Are they adding it or are they multiplying? Because isn't multiplying supposed to make things bigger? I really got on this. I started thinking about this whole mathematical, physical, and chemical world. Actually, before I was born, I was still in my dad's nutsack, right? And I was thinking, like, I'm going to beat all of the rest of them. I'm going to beat them and I'm going to head straight to my mom. And I was thinking, at what rate could I get out of here? At what rate could I do it? How fast would I have to run? Then I started thinking, don't run at all. Just appear. And so then I appeared there. And while I was there inside my mom, I used to always ask her to go to the library so that I can read these math books, right? And as I was reading this calculus book one time, I came up with this concept. And I was like, if you square this object and then you add it to this other squared object, you're going to get this other object squared. It'll be the sum of those 2 things, right? And I didn't get a chance to put it out before I was born because Pythagoras had already gone off to Egypt and stolen that concept. But yeah, this whole idea of a squared plus b squared equals c squared, yeah, I came up with that pretty much as soon as I arrived in my mom.